No, it doesn't, but it tells me how long it's been live for.
Okay,
so
right.
I know where about.
Everyone can hear what you say, guys.
Yeah.
Right. Well, how do we turn ourselves off? Do you know how to do that?
No.
Really?
You don't. You just keep
don't.
going.
No, she's live, mate. She's
So
all
half
go.
times? We're not live now, are we?
No, we're not live now. But
This is a bit Mickey Mouse, mate.
yeah, I know the two teams are all over the place, so that's why I've written them down.
Just when plays in that corner, I'm just gonna lean in front of you guys.
Yep.
We'll keep it anyway. Right, so where are you based, Anna? England. Yep. You live in England?
Oh, I live here in town, but England's my home.
Yeah, good. And what keeps you busy?
Electrician. Well, I've had an apprenticeship, but in training to not get fried.
Phil's an ex-electrician.
Oh, I'm still registered, yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm a dual trader.
Yeah.
Instrumentation, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Right, I might go to the other side of you, Adam. Is that?
Yeah.
Yep. You might want to run through the team names, Ash. This is
We'll go about 22, 24 to at the moment. We'll just do the last 5 minutes of intro and bits and pieces.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. When do you want to start?
About 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, it's basically the team starts coming out, then the teams come up on here, eh, by memory.
Yeah, who's the electrician you with?
Meadow Electrical.
Meadow, okay.
Yeah.
I've been around a long time.
Well, since about 2014.
Yeah.
I think. No, a bit longer than that, maybe 2011. But it's a family business, so we're a small crowd, but seriously, been good in
Your phone, Ash.
What time did you guys wind up? Oh.
So again, sorry?
What time did you guys wind up?
3. We were drinking bloody gin. No, went through till 3 this morning.
Jeez.
I'm absolutely
Well done,
knackered, mate.
you got to stand here in the sun. And
Yeah.
What time did your son turn up?
He turned up at about 1. And he'll be here in a minute. No, he got here at 1. Got there at 1, and then we made him wait for another 2 hours.
As you do.
Oh, she was a big night.
Well done.
Bloody singing songs, trying to work out what songs Lynn will use at a wedding.
Did they stay in town or they hit that?
No, they stayed with the Burbies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, stayed downstairs there.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So they had it all sorted. You happy with the Clifton names?
I'll give them a go, mate.
Yeah.
Bit of Carol, bit of Kira, Mike Fiona. Yeah, probably Togali, I know.
So Patrick, Carol, Harmy.
Yeah.
Abe, Hera.
Yeah.
Michael King is out. He's out.
Right.
Okay.
Isaac.
Yep.
Who's the replacement player?
The replacement is the number 17. So Josh Tate, Iwi Carl is starting. Oh, here comes Clifton. If you tell us when. Well, welcome here at Vogeltown Park for this round 3 clash between Clifton and the home team Old Boys. Clifton making their way out to the field now, and we've just got welcome to Ash Smith here too, my co-commentator. And we're just about to get underway here as the old boys are about to leave the shed. Looking at the Clifton team, Ash Smith will run us through that.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. Welcome, everyone. Wow, what a day. Who needs summer when you've got autumns like this, eh? New cameraman today, we've got young Adam all the way from Inglewood, so welcome, Adam. And you're going to be in for a treat because the referee's mic'd up today, of course, Phil, so we're going to hear the calls straight from the horse's mouth.
There'll be no guessing, Ash.
Exactly.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
And we'll have to bite both tongues. As well, you're going to get some aerial shots because our very clever producer has got his technology with us today, so could be interesting coverage. So Clifton, once again, they've rolled on from last year, looking strong, 2 good wins so far, so both unbeaten sides today. Number 1, Paddy O'Carroll Hami, Abe Hare at number 2, the hooker. Michael Kaanga, who unfortunately is out, so being replaced by Josh Tate Iwifau. Tommy Hamilton at number 4. Peter Takahu, going to be interested in Peter today. Ex-Boys High lock, came down from Taupo, so playing with the Taranaki development. Daniel Guthrie at number 6. Okara Leota at 7. Reece Gray at number 8. Liam Bride, the Taranaki 9 at halfback. Matty James at number 10. Number 11, Seo Tuihuta. Hanley Setu at 12, Paul Faugali at 13, Moeho Leota at 14, and Tamasi Faugali at 15. Run through the reserves quickly today. Jared Prophet starting at 16, Fimo Faugali at 18, Blair Shorter, Barracliff at the reserve halfback, Keane Broughton and Park Quain. So it's a Clifton team today.
Yeah, thanks, Ash. And just quickly running through the old boys team, we've got Perry Lawrence at Lucid Prop, Mitch O'Neill up from Christchurch playing today in at hooker, Toby Burkett, tight head prop. We've got Jackson Morgan in at lock. We've got Callum Botcher, the Canadian Sevens, playing 5 this week. Rowan Slater, the young 20-year-old highly talented prospect, in at 6. Michael Loft, 7. And welcome back, Callum Boshier in at 8. Sean Waite sits in at fullback, and Braden Northcott Hill in at first 5. Daniel Waite in at second. Josh Thompson at centre, Mason Millam on the wing, along with Nanai Punavai and Adam Smith at fullback. The reserves are 16 Burgess, 17 Rooks, 18 Dowsing, and 19 Joel Williamson. Brodie Lilly in at 20, Zach McDonald 21, and Jamal Harpy in at 22.
Okay, well done. The referee today, Will Johnson. You know him pretty well, Phil. So calling out the Clifton captain, making sure they're ready to roll, and perfect conditions. Not a breath of wind, and very, very hot day. So going to be, hopefully, plenty of open running rugby. Just a little nudge. Clifton, good pressure there from Old Boys, actually, come and tip the player over. So Clifton made no momentum at all from the catch. So just going to be some clean-up phases here, I think, in terms of just one-ups from forwards. But Old Boys quick off the line, actually drawing them back at the moment. They're just sitting inside the 22. And Blyde makes an early decision that, hey, 2 of those are enough. He kicks down the touch. Nice infield pass. Another lovely pass. And a wee bit of a hole there.
Yeah, Mason Millen just sliding through there, Ash, and making some yards.
Yeah, pretty willing forward play at the ruck. Got a couple of the Clifton guys off their feet, maybe.
Playing the halfback or up there for the 8 blue in front.
Yep, so it was playing the halfback there, as Will Johnson's just alluded to.
Offside.
But Sean able to still get that ball away. Ash, he's a nuggly little halfback, and we'll look for him later in the game to be skyping down the blind side and making some good yardage for Old Boys. Looks like a line kick here.
Yeah, interesting that, isn't it? So I'm really impressed, actually. We picked up the referee nicely there. So.
Yep, Will Johnson coming over nice and loud and clear.
Yeah, so 2 options for Old Boys. There was a penalty where Braden Northcott Hill looks like he's going to have a shot at goal.
Well, there you go. So just inside the Clifton half here, but centre field. So he's got a good boot on him. I don't think distance will be an issue, and there's no wind, as you alluded to earlier, Ash. So hopefully, for Old Boys, this one goes down the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll be a bit disappointed with their start, Clifton. They're kind of surprised. They didn't take the kick off cleanly at all. and just got behind the advantage line. And it's a lovely nudge. And straight down the middle, so fantastic kick there.
Yeah, I think already we're seeing greater line speed from the old boys packing close, picking into game 3 now, and they've improved on that already, so good signs from old boys. But just a settling period, isn't it? So Clifton will certainly bounce back, and looking for them to play the game down inside the old boys half.
Yeah, absolutely. So Matty James is going to restart the game for Clifton, looking into the wind. Good high kick too. Plenty of players underneath it. Good take there by the old boys captain, co-captain, Morgan. Straight out to Boschia, he puts it out the back door. Nice pass under pressure. Good release out to...
Leave it now, Blue!
Already the difference there, Ash, with the depth of run, not flat, so that's really good to see out wide from old boys. Good defence, however, from Clifton as they get their hands on the ball there, I think. No, it was off the feet from the old boys player, sealing off the ball.
Yeah, it was a good charging run, actually. So it's young Perry Lawrence, prop today. He had a fair amount of momentum behind him, actually. So the support player looked like it might have been Mitch O'Neill, came off his feet, and referee not mucking around. It's quite good rules these nowadays, actually, designed to speed up the game, keep players on their feet, obviously.
Yeah, 100%. It's good to see. Yep.
Day.
Just while the pause here, just Michael King from the Clifton side, who was meant to start at Tidy Props out. His wife's had a baby this morning, so congratulations to Michael and the family. And we had Josh Tate Iwikau as his replacement.
Hold!
Yeah, good jumper by number 6, a great take actually, under pressure by Daniel Guthrie. So good shape on this maul that's developed from the line out. Just being held at the back there by the Clifton hooking. Blythe's making some decisions. Good sniping runner Blythe, so...
Oh, the loop round here.
Loop around play here, but nothing on there. Really quite poor execution, unfortunately.
First one was okay, it was off the leg. Then the attempt to pick up was a knock on.
I just think old boys matched up really well there. They had the numbers across in defence and were able to put the pressure back on the runners, and they were forced into the kick really, and it wasn't a very good one. But they've got the ball back by the handling error from old boys.
Yeah, just sort of went one side to the other. They started off with nice ball. Clifton had a wee bit of forward momentum. Just a bit of conversation there between the halfback Blythe and Matty James, the 10. Very experienced players, these guys. So
Crouch!
they'll be aware of that line speed. At the moment, it seems to be led by Daniel Waite, who captains the team today.
It's down on the side. Get that binding up, eh? Good set up though, boys.
It'll be an interesting contest up front today, Phil. Those front rows, all beefy guys. I know there's a couple of guys missing, but...
Yeah, they're a solid pack, aren't they? You know, both sides here, and very good front rows. Mitch O'Neill, of course, slotting in at hooker in the absence of JJ, who's away injured still. And talking to Andy Slater earlier on, he's hoping to see JJ back for the second round.
Oh, brilliant.
Yep.
Stay 7.
Yeah, good out under pressure there from Clifton. Feeds to number 12. He just puts his head down, has a charge.
Release him, White!
Good clear calls there from the referee. Oh, 14. Nice step actually, but going backwards, wore the tackle at the same time.
Losing a little bit of ground and momentum, Clifton here, but they retain the ball.
Yeah, they did good body position actually there from the loose forward. Got back over the ball quickly.
Yeah, he was able to secure it.
Big charging run there by the number 1, Paddy O'Carroll. Sets up nice ball, good miss pass there. Number 13 steps outside. It's Folgali. There's a couple of those boys on the side. They're all very identical. Look strong runners. But well done, old boys. They're just driving them back. Picked up about 15, 18 metres on the play.
Now wait.
And James is saying, hey, we'll just take a bit of play forward, take it into touch.
Yeah, just sort of ran out of options there, didn't they? But just noting, Ash, the line speed there, I saw both old boys props up quick. Perry Lawrence and Toby Burkett both working really hard in defence, and good to see from from those big men. Just mention also too, Ash, the earlier games here at Vogeltown Park. We saw Pepper Construction Colts run out winners over Clifton 33-17 and the Elsco Division 1 team. Another very good win to them, 36-22 over Clifton.
Yeah, good results actually. Good open games always against Clifton. They're a strong club, they travel well, and good level of support today.
Yeah, they're a good team. Good club.
So Jai Huda steps inside twice but picks up at the defence coming through.
Numbers
So,
here if they get it wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Tackle that, there's nothing in it, but he's still taking without the ball. No.
So his head's down. Got to give their old boys credit for their defence at the moment, Phil. They're really shutting down space. The player there, the 13.
Nothing in it, but there's a
Yeah, they're
tackle
pouring
with the
through, Ash, and that's right across the field too, which was really good to see. That was probably the only opportunity I've seen there where they had space out wide and it didn't quite make it, but Clifton not mucking around here.
Nice little tap and go.
Leave it now.
Not many players over there to support them, so wing is under a bit of pressure.
Yeah, and just that silly kick out and to touch on the fall, keeping possession there would have been good for Clifton. Again though, pressure from old boys.
Yeah, that's second five's Henley Setu. Normally plays first five, quite an elusive player. And didn't muck around, just took off like a cut cat. Picked up his 20 metres, but unfortunately didn't have any support play. The Clifton guys didn't even know what was really going on then.
Very good young cricketer was Henley Setu too in his day back at Old Boy, New Plymouth Boys High School.
Maul!
Fantastic, good charging run from the Canadian, but
that was
unfortunately can't free himself. The referee, good clear call, calls them all, and Clifton once again, they're just not actually having to play a lot of rugby to gain a lot of possession.
That was a rather quick call too on the ball there. There was momentum there. Probably could have had the opportunity of taking it to ground pretty quick, but Will Johnson pretty quick with the call.
Much better on the side of the binding, guys.
A decent blind here, Ash, for Clifton to use if they wish.
Crouch! Bind!
Yeah, nice, and the
Six!
Clifton fullbacks parked in that channel at the moment. They've definitely got speed to burn on the wings, on both wings
I
actually.
agree. We'll just close it up, guys. You guys can sort that. You right? You right? Yeah. Yeah, we'll just close it up on the side.
So the referee being nice and patient, just asking the players to close the gap a wee bit.
Crouch!
It's quite a bit at stake for the
Bind!
props in particular. All these guys are well regarded.
Six!
They understand the game, and they're very, very strong guys.
To do something here, and yeah, the penalty. Just the feet slipping out from underneath Toby Burkett there, I think.
White down. Just in that muck. Far side.
Always a tough call, that one, of course, Phil, because he wears a face full. Hitting the ground. His arms are bound, he can't go anywhere else.
That's not an easy position, Ash.
And then he looks up and
No.
as the indignation of the referee look at him saying, I've got to penalise you as well, mate.
Yeah, pretty rough on it. But they march back, and Clifton take play now inside the Old Boys 22, and a good opportunity for them, feeding the line out.
Here.
Oh, look at this coming through.
Yeah, good
Out of
driving
the middle,
tackle. That
White.
was Boshi. Competed in the air, landed, and then just attacked the halfback. And of course, pretty sure that was Liam Bride. He's not an easy guy to pin down. Yeah, good tackle there by Daniel Waite. No mucking around, straight up in Setu's face. But well done, Clifton. They just come around the corner, forwards just rolling around. Good charge there from the big number 5.
Might have his hands on the ball. No, didn't quite get there.
Yeah. And calls a good D from the sideline, but you've got to agree with that. Led that by Daniel Waite there at the start of that play.
Yeah, some pretty bone-crunching tackles going in here, and Old Boys cook up, pouring through the line out as well from Boshia back there on the other side, and putting the pressure right on Clifton here. They just have to be patient, I guess, on attack.
Yeah, it was going to be an interesting play. The number 8 sort of wrapped around the first 5. Reece Gray looked he looked quick
It's over now.
and had nowhere to go. And here he goes. He's just bursting through the line out, chased by Boshi, tackle from behind.
Yeah, a little gap opened up there, didn't it? He pulled on through.
Great little gap opened up. Nice pass out of the Hanley. Good step through. Keeps going. About 6 or 7 metres out now. Making great ground. Good set up of the ball. Wide dummies.
Release now, White.
Doesn't go anywhere. Try to be held up, but able to get the ball to the ground.
Last
And Clifton get themselves bad luck.
Oh, dear, oh dear.
He looked up at the wrong time, or a foot came out the side, and they'll be a bit annoyed actually because they got themselves in great position. 2 sort of individual plays there.
Yeah, they just needed to show a bit of patience there and just secure the ball. They had numbers out on the left-hand side as well, so opportunity missed there by Clifton. Old boys will be looking to secure the scrum and keep it up and stay tight here and clear it from their own line.
Just work hard on the side, boys.
So just looking at the points table too, Ash. Old boys sitting in first position at the moment on 9 points. So I know it's early third round today. Clifton back in 5th on 4 points. So they certainly will be looking to add to their points tally.
Yeah, good scrum by Old Boys.
Yeah,
Sort of
they got the penalty advantage.
Boshi sees a gap. Probably knew he was under penalty advantage.
Far side.
Bit of a lobby pass was intercepted by the winger.
We'll say he knew, Ash. We'll say he could read that one. But yeah, no, good to see Bosch firstly down here, released from the Chiefs squad to play in this game, and part of the setup today. I know Andy Slater's very pleased to see him back.
Yeah, it's fantastic commitment. Just shows his commitment to the club, and it's great that the professional players are being encouraged to go back to amateur rugby and get some footy under their belt. So, no, well done.
Yeah, and Clifton, of course, missing Daniel Rona and Kenny Naholo, who are on Chiefs duty.
I agree.
Yeah, just Mitch O'Neill just balking the ball there, which you're not allowed to do, of course. You've got to, one motion, throw the ball in.
Scrum? Sure.
Yeah, well refereed, actually. I think we'll give it credit to the Clifton number 2, Abe Hira. He had a good little discussion with the referee, and he said, yes, I do agree with you. So we will make that call. So.
Absolutely.
Good to see the front row is actually organising this game, running it at the moment.
Well, a front row worth his salt, Ash, will always control a game of rugby.
Absolutely. So Clifton stay on attack.
Fine.
Been in the Old Boys half now for 6 or 7 minutes.
Sit.
Yeah, good
Yeah, it's
scrum.
a big scrum here from Old Boys.
No, not touch. Is that a call, Max? By White. Playing advantage, knock on White.
Yeah, good kick by
It's
Blythe.
over.
Putting the pressure right back on. Might go dead.
So I wasn't sure then if Will had picked up that little knock on from Old Boys, but
This way. I can't. No. Oi, guys, whistle's gone. I'm just going to check so I can't see with the sun. Guys, leave it. Can't see because of the unmatched. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So. Yeah. Okay. All right. Goal line drop out.
so play on.
Yeah. Yeah, good refereeing there. Wasn't sure what the deal was. The Millum, the wing
behind
for
them.
Old Boys, just let the ball roll on, and would have been a bit tougher for Clifton to have to go back to halfway if they went the other way.
Yeah, so no, just Will checking with his touchy there and making sure he got it right, so well done.
Stay behind him.
So, I mean, quite a bit of drop ball in the midfield at the moment.
Let's go
I think it's reflective of the quality of the defence at the moment. Yeah, great nudge, right, just about right down the halfway on the
He
players
came running
misread
in.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, it just shows the power of that sun at the moment, but no real chaser there at all.
Release him now,
couple of
White.
forwards.
Once again, Perry Lawrence, fantastic tackle, just holding the player up.
Yep. Sidu going back to clean up.
Here goes, nice feet.
So Clifton probably making it a wee bit easy for Old Boys there. The
Leave it, guys.
15 was
Leave it,
unsided.
So it was just a bit of a
Wait,
setup, I
Blue,
guess, and
wait.
Blyde now feeding the first 5. He's kicked it. Oh, and that was lost forward, yep.
Yeah, and bad luck actually. Quite good skills.
Knock on in the contest by Blue.
So it kind of feels the game's just the two packs are still feeling each other out, really.
Yeah, although I think there's some dominance there at scrum time from Old Boys. They've certainly got the better over the Clifton pack at this stage. Obviously, the change hasn't helped Clifton too much, but they'll work it out. Just got to set a little bit tighter in there, and but the Old Boys pack really nudging forward and securing their own ball really well as well. So,
Stay 8.
well, here we go. As what they do with scrums, try and milk the penalty, and it's a matter of time, I guess.
No, stayed straight.
No, there we go.
Yeah, good run by Waite. Takes off from the base of the scrum, dominant scrum going forward, so the loose forwards had to stay on.
Blue. Go back.
Taking a long time for that ball to come out though. Bit of a wild pass. Daniel Waite sums things up. Finally puts a nice little kick in behind. For the first time in about 10 minutes, Old Boys are into Clifton's 22.
Yeah, well, they absorbed about sort of 15 minutes of pressure there, didn't they, in their own half, and 10-15 minutes, and they've been able to work that out, and now back inside the Clifton 22.
If they stay straight, there's no penalty in that. I'll have a look at it though.
So look for them to compete at this line out, Ash, and see what they can do.
Yeah, well, Clifton went to a 5-man line out, so I think the key matchup there is going to be probably Boshire in the middle. The big lock for Clifton's directing things quite nicely.
Just got to move.
Yeah, good throw from Abe Hara, and he's looking to set it up midfield here, Clifton.
8, 9, sorry. Wait there, White. White, Blue.
Yeah, good clearance kick under pressure, under a lot of pressure actually. So that was...
Oh, I've got 20 gone.
Not a lot of ground though, Ash, and I think now Old Boys hot on attack, right on the 22, good opportunity.
Yeah, it was good play actually. It was Jackson Morgan. He waited from the ruck and then lined the first 5 up. He was probably a bit unlucky not to get charged down. So
Yeah, I think
straight up.
Matty James just sort of fumbled it a little bit, didn't he? But here they go with the big Canadian running in the centres.
Yeah, well set up actually. And just breaks through a couple of tackles. Good support play from Old Boys at the moment. They'll be after quick ball here. They've got massive numbers out right. Well set up actually. They've got kind of 2 lines ready to go. They've got the forwards. And
No hands, Blue.
big tackle there on Michael Lofty. Frees the ball up. Good run by Daniel Waite. Slips his hand through. Picks it up for...
That is the young man, Rowan Slater.
Yep.
Fantastic in support there. The young 20-year-old who's good to see him back at Old Boys and making his mark for sure.
Yeah, it was good support play. It was a great play actually. We all started off and no mucking around from Boshire. Probably wasn't the greatest throw he's had, and but just fed quick ball nicely through the midfield, and good delayed run from the winger Millam, and set themselves up nicely. But the key thing there is Old Boys had plenty of numbers, and that was really good support play actually.
No, very good. And you know, they, what were they, 2 or 3 minutes inside the Clifton half and got the points. So the difference being, I guess, quick ball, setting play up. Some really good structures there from Old Boys with their support play, and as you said, Ash, depth of run and options there. We're a quarter of the way through the game too. It's 20 minutes to go in this half.
And a great kick, fantastic
That's
kick.
a great nudge.
Yeah. So he's always been a very good goal kicker, Brayton Northcock Hill, but he's proving his value to the club.
Well, he kicked the winner here in round 1, didn't he? Which was fantastic to see against Stratford. A wide conversion, I think it was, to get the win. The 1-point win over Stratford in round 1.
Yeah, I think they're still talking about that one, the Stratford guys. They thought it was full time.
Yeah, 100%. Not happy.
So Old Boys jumped to 10-0 on the back of some good defence. Just been really once in the, well, in fact they have, they've only been the once into the Clifton 22. And as you said, Phil, they've done really well to secure a try. So a bit sloppy there at the kick reception.
Yeah, well tidied up though.
Like that little back door, and Waite's just sitting there. He's a sort of a deep runner, but good defence. Sedu through on him.
Out, blue. Advantage 8 off.
Right. Probably got a call from the touchy there actually. So they've got space now. Oh, Punawai, great pass, tremendous pass. Good ball out to Loft. He's
And
down
Loft
the
is
sideline.
down the sideline.
He's got an inside pass. Oh, knocked backwards by the number 4. Well played. And then it came off Northcote Hill. So fantastic. The defence. He got in the passing lane. The big number 4, Tommy Hamilton for Clifton, and definitely a try-saving.
I think it was. Clifton number 8 getting offside down inside the Old Boys half there, and Old Boys having the advantage, and were able to get the ball wide, and some real good work there. Good to see Michael Loft running with pace out wide, looking for the inside pass, and it almost stuck.
Yeah, no, fantastic. And Punawai's shot has showed his class under pressure. That was a lightning pass, just not even one stride. And that just freed up the outside, and rang and Loft, and he had a big run. He had 30-40 metres down the sideline, showed good pace actually. So starting to see some really strong individual skills.
Here's that scrum again, Ash. Under pressure, Clifton. Yep.
And Boshi is showing his experience. Knew that the support player, he could jackal. The Clifton Lucy's unfortunately under so much pressure from the scrum, they kind of had to stay there.
Yep.
And that just gave Boshi the time to jackal over the ball and win the penalty right in front. And the way Northcote Hill's kicking, I reckon he could shut his eyes with this one.
Yeah, it should be straightforward for Mr. Northcote Hill, but we won't give him the commentator's curse at this stage. No, really good to see from Bosch off the back of the scrum real quick and getting across, and once he got his hands on the ball, there was no way that any Clifton defence were going to move him there. They tried, but he was solid, and the ensuing penalty.
Cool, so they're just keen to accumulate points, Old Boys. You would have thought they had enough advantage there to perhaps have a look at the sideline and build from a line out, but they're quite happy to go in and take the penalty. They jumped to 13-0 after about 25-26 minutes of play. And Clifton a wee bit shell-shocked at the moment. And
well, I just think they need to get some sort of parity at scrum time if they can and try and level things out, but it's going to be hard. They're going to have to dig in.
Absolutely, good kick, great height. Under it is our Canadian. And he's showing some nice touches actually.
You're now bound. 7.
So Old Boys are
Advantage high tackle. Around the neck.
well, tough call but a fair call. And
yeah, so discipline needs to be right at the front for Clifton now. They can't afford to give away penalties like this and give away possession and territory as well, so they're going to have to watch their play here.
Yeah, kind of interesting tactically at the moment. It seems like Old Boys quite happy to, because they've got that scrum dominance, Phil, they're just extending that out to the driving maul, and of course what's happening is Clifton have to commit numbers. Clifton look best at the moment when there's loose play. They've got very nippy loose forwards, and of course for those guys have got to go in and do some extra work at the maul. It's creating a bit more extra space for the Old Boys team.
Yeah, 100%. Clifton are really having to concentrate on their A and B defenders and making sure that they stay up and stay in line, but also commit, as you say, Ash, to the maul, because they are getting pushed back, and there's real good commitment from Old Boys there.
So Old Boys go on attack. Third time in the game, they make it inside the Clifton 22. Good throw, good jump by Morgan actually, nice and tight. Straight into that driving maul. They get a bit of forward movement. Great body position at the moment. They're working hard. The Old Boys forwards. And still going. The referee's saying the maul. are still bound. He finally goes to the ground, but referee's calling advantage. There's Punavai, just steps his way through and about a metre out, no problem.
Oh, he looked to have a crack
Shane
himself.
Waite, yeah, he did, man, and
Yeah, and he's there
he's
we go.
probably a wee bit lucky that we'll name him in a minute who got over the line, but man, he had Bosher on the outside and he just took off like a bloody runaway train.
He did, didn't he? Yeah.
He was saying, hang on, I'm supposed to have the ball, mate, going through this gap.
So there were options, weren't there? And he, decided to go himself. But good circulation to play. No one there once the ball hit the ground from Clifton to try and get their hands on the ball, and we're able to circulate it pretty quick there, old boys, and another 5 points.
Yep, no, perfect. And,
did we get the try scorer there?
Loft was the last one up.
There you go. We'll give it to Michael.
Yeah, well done.
Yep. Yeah, another 2 points.
Right, so that was nice and easy. Another 7 points takes Old Boys out to 20-0, and about 10 minutes to go in the half. I like the footwork of Punavai there. I haven't kind of worked out how a guy who's playing for Canterbury with the Chiefs ends up playing at Vogeltown Park on a Saturday full. We like the look of him.
This is the beauty of club rugby, Ash. We love it.
Wasn't there a term in the good old days, mate, about club swappers?
Yeah. Yes, that's never changed, has it, really, over the years?
Yeah, but welcome to Taranaki Club Rugby. If you're going to embrace it like the way you have, and the footwork leading into that try, it was nifty, man. Just did a very, very nice left foot step, slipped past the defender.
Yeah, he was hard to stop there, wasn't he? Big loop run from Waite as he brings it back in.
Yeah, there's only one way with Danny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And, there's no mucking around.
Oh, there we go.
Right, good pass, inside ball. Waits. He's looking around for support, and the Canadian man right on there, just slips the ball straight off him.
Callum Botcher.
Got numbers. Okay. Yeah, like good recovery from Clifton. They've just got to get the ball basically and build some phases, I think.
Yeah, good turnover, but it's a knock-on, no advantage.
So a wee bit rushed from that ruck. It was a good breakout play, and Mitch O'Neill went for I'll call it the Wally Lewis pass.
Yeah, didn't quite find his man, did he? But even with the regroup there, Clifton struggling just to get their backs back in play there. So I know they were across there trying to defend that blind side, but numbers-wise, there was nothing back on the open play side. If Old Boys had secured the ball there, it could have been a quick ball back, and you never know. But Clifton will have to concentrate here on the scrum and try and real settle this and get parity here if they can.
Yeah, it's a big scrum for Old Boys actually. They've been absolutely dominant in that phase for the last 25 minutes or so. So forwards know they can do it. They just create the mindset. That's a good scrum by Clifton.
Yeah,
and
a lot better.
Kick across, Adam Smith covers it. Ooh, I'm not sure what sort of footwear he's wearing, man, but a lot of guys slipping over an open field at the moment.
Actually, you're right, Ash. I just wonder if the small sprigs are in today.
Yeah, good pop pass there good double play actually. Pretty tough play there from young Slater. So just a little knock on right in front of us.
Yeah, just a little sloppy there. I think they're trying to shift the ball every opportunity they get, Old Boys, even and close. And number one priority is to secure it and make sure they get it back. So just need to tidy that up a little bit. But good pressure again from Clifton. So it's taken them a while, but they're getting into the game here a bit, just in defence.
Yeah, well, the last 4 or 5 minutes have obviously started to win a bit of ball, and they're just slowly making progress up the field. And one thing I have been impressed with the Old Boys guys, there seems to be more awareness of where the space is, and they're actually really active in trying to move it into that space. You know, we said about Mitch O'Neill's bloody Wally Lewis pass, but good on him for being aware of the 3 guys outside him and having a crack at getting the ball out there quickly.
I think the big difference we've seen from Old Boys from round 1, Ash, is that they're running it from depth a lot more. Certainly up real quick in defence, but on attack, they're giving themselves that space and their eyes are able to look up and sight the gaps as they appear.
Yeah, good point. And good turnover there, actually, from the Old Boys defender. Hard luck there from Clifton because they put a lot of pressure down that right-hand side.
Carry back, White.
And the Upper Bank's a pretty experienced defender. So good kick downfield by Waite. He knows field position in this situation. And nice draw and pass there. Good run from the centre. Strong in the tackle, holds it up. Good counter ruck.
Not held, play.
Oh, good break by Blyde. They won't catch him. Oh, yes, he has. I take that back. Well done. Great pass.
Yep.
Fantastic pass under the post. Cut play by the two props. Wow. That's Champagne rugby right there.
Yeah, a little gap appeared. The Old Boys defender there was on the wrong side of the ruck, and he had to let Blyde run, and he certainly went through the gap. And good hands there from Clifton. Good try.
Yeah, it was a really good try. And the big number 1.
Yeah, that's Patrick O'Carroll Harmy.
Yeah, I was impressed with him. Watched him play a couple of years ago for Waitara High, and I'd have to say he can shift. For a big fella, he can move.
Yep. Good on him.
Yeah, that was a lovely play. A nice little touch there from the hooker, A. Piara. Just knew exactly where that support player was coming from. So that's how quickly the game can turn, which makes it exciting. And there is a good crowd here today taking it all in. Everyone's going to be sunburned, I think, though.
It's a beautiful day, all right. The sun's beating down here, and as we pause and wait for the kick from Clifton, we'll run through a few of the sponsors from Old Boys. We've got Pack and Save, Kingsway Menswear, Good Home, Revital Group, and of course the BCD Group, who are the jersey sponsors, as well as the Mark Newman Memorial Trust. A
good little nudge there by the number 10, Matty James. So Clifton on the board, go to 7. So 20-7. They kind of came from nowhere, really. Just kind of hard work for a Clifton having confidence in each other and good pressure.
Yeah, well, that'll do them the world of good, Ash, and they'll be looking to get back down inside the Old Boys half if they can.
Yeah,
good
nice
straight
jump.
running, and he's away again.
Yeah, good tackle, just jarred it out of his hands. That was weight.
Yeah, went forward there, but Perry Lawrence tidying up, I think. It was the Old Boys number 1. He's working hard, the young prop.
He didn't even touch him. I'm not penalising. I don't care.
Good clear communication from the referee. People are getting it first hand. There's no guesswork at all with some of the
No.
I'm impressed, actually. No mucking around. He's telling the players exactly what he's calling.
No, he's very
and
good.
Why he's calling it.
His communication is young Will Johnson. So, no, it's a good to have that this season, Ash. A clear description and understanding about some of the rulings.
12. 5.
It's an interesting scrum. Bosia took a long, hard look down that blind side, and Punavai's just sitting there behind the scrum, waiting to go. He's a power player.
Use it now.
He's had a couple of years at NPC. Good pressure actually by the 7. Great pressure actually.
Yep.
Well, I think Waite was waiting for the penalty actually. And the referee's saying no, he came through. He was onside. Good step by Northcott, who he just gets himself back over the advantage line in front of the forwards. They do the job by looking after the ball. And Bosia just changes gear as soon as he gets that ball, big stride.
Yeah, through the little gap there and away he went.
And good collect, great collect. Yeah, smart play there from Old Boys. The Clifton defenders knew that Old Boys had numbers and they mowed it up. The fullback came up quickly. He sort of had to. There was he was needed in the defence and the line, and Waite saw the space behind. Nice little grubber kick through in the centre.
And Josh Thompson picking up the ball there and going over, so well done, Old Boys. There's some good work early on there from the Clifton number 7, Wetioti Rangi O'Carroll. Did some good work there to secure the halfback, but again, Old Boys were able to nudge the ball back, and then Kalamboshi made that good little break through that gap and set play up, and then they went from there. So, no, well done. Good structure, Old Boys.
Northcote Hill does the job, taps it over for another 2 points. So Old Boys take the initiative again, lead out 20-point lead, maintain that 20-point lead. So 27-7, and probably only about 4 minutes to go.
We've got
3 minutes to go.
Yep, we've got 3 minutes on the clock, I think. So Clifton will be searching for a few points before half time. They've got to get down inside the Old Boys half and stay there.
Yeah, well done by Morgan. No mucking around.
Very good
Got under
take.
the ball, yeah, and just absolutely owned that kick. So good drive, got good shape on. Props holding him up nicely.
Now get out. Good work. Good H, yes. Stay there now.
So Waite spinning his way through the line, tries to do a little back play to his brother.
Well, it came off the Clifton play, so I don't think there's any knock on there. Play goes on.
Let it go now.
You know, it did, and it did go on. It went on about 20 metres, just
Yeah.
dribble along the ground. So good pressure there from
Go back wide.
Sean Waite.
Use that now, 12. Waits, blue.
So taking it back inside the 22, so he can't kick it into touch. Adam Smith comes into play, passes it out,
No, he's the second man there, clearly.
and a good counter ruck from Clifton. They
Yeah,
hit
they
those.
had numbers there that
Yeah.
time, but gaps are opening up.
Yeah, good pass, and great chase from the number 12. What a tremendous covering tackle, and good skills. So you could see that Northcote Hill, when he made that break going down the middle, he thought, right, this is my try. He did a good offload when the Clifton defender caught him from behind. But what was even more impressive, he just jumped back up on his feet, chased after Waite, and said, oi, mate.
Made some great yards, didn't he, to get there and take the pass off the ground, and over he went. So well-deserved 5 points from for Old Boys there. And you saw Clifton there, Ash, they didn't have really much option there but to kick it, and it was carried back, so they had to keep it in play. And Adam Smith taking the ball well there and just getting it wide. So Clifton just need to get across in defence a little bit quicker with some of these gaps that are opening up now, and I think their loose forwards, as you rightly pointed out, Ash, are working so hard to keep things tight on the inside because of the pressure from the Old Boys forwards that they're not getting the numbers across in defence.
Yeah, it is that, and Old Boys are loading up really well on that second, third, fourth phase stuff. The forwards are doing the job up the middle. It was interesting because that particular play, the ruck before the break from Northcote Hill, it looked like it could have been a turnover opportunity. So of course Clifton flooded it, put 4 players into it, and then the ball popped out in the Old Boys side, and then they realised we haven't got any defenders.
100%, and that's another good conversion from Northcote Hill. And the
Yeah,
score
so
at half time, Ash?
Absolutely, he's on a bit of an absolute roll for points this half, and
34-7 at the half-time break. Old Boys well and truly in front, and we'll catch you in the second half very shortly.
yeah, awesome.
Lighten on a dark day.
Oh, sweating out of every pore, mate. I've got some in the car, actually.
son was playing it all the time.
Oh yeah.
He said, listen, he's pissing me off with what you're saying. I'd rather have something than nothing.
Yeah, so tight cameras were not recording, wide camera does. For some reason it just it record about 7 seconds and then cut out. So I've still got it plugged in and we just live stream it, so all the footage will get you later. I know I've tried, you'll see it. I don't know, by the time I noticed, they were already out on the field, so I didn't have time to flick through and check storage, see if that's what I thought, so I don't think it's related to that.
Right. So sort of going off the. The ball's at the front. But if it's when it gets transferred back, that's because like when it's something different. All good?
Matty, you right?
Well, welcome back to Vocaltown Park, and the second half about to get underway. Old boys leading at the break 34-7.
So it did seem a quick, short, sharp half-time break that. I noticed Clifton coaches were sort of all over their players.
Hold here.
Good
Wide
take by
five.
old boys. Pinavai showing a bit of class actually. Sets up play nicely.
Last feet.
Back to Waite, and he knocks it downtown. James is waiting on the 10-yard line. Sees a bit of a hole. Yeah, lovely run. I think there's a wee bit of American gridiron going on down that left-hand side because he opened up a hole, a nice hole. But Clifton, man, they've come
Leave it now, you're
out
off your feet.
firing. Seems a lot more exuberance.
Yeah, one thing you can be assured of with Clifton Ash, they're never going to give up. So they're a long way behind, and they're certainly going to have to start with a bit of ferocity here in this half. Looks like the old boys player there failing to roll away. Always difficult in that situation.
Yep, nice pass off the ground there actually. We've got a replacement player on the paddock. So good D by old boys. Good line defence, they seem pretty connected.
Advantage over.
Going out wide.
Yeah, it looks like Blair shot is on Ash.
No, you went back and
For
forth.
Clifton.
Pulled it over.
Not too sure who he's replaced at this stage, but we'll try and find out.
Matty, if you read the law book, you said tactical advantage, right? If you've got enough, you just go through lane, please.
Yeah, the 4 and 5 are still there, and it looks like Daniel Guthrie's still on the paddock, so it's either going to be the number 7 or number 8 for Clifton.
Well, the 7's down injured at the moment in the centre field. So he's had a very good half as Wete Rangi O'Carroll Leota. So hoping he's going to be okay and be able to return to play.
Yeah, so process of elimination, it might be Reece Gray that has been replaced, and he had a pretty tidy game in that first half. He looks a real lively player. 7's type guy who can run and run and run.
Yeah, so a chance to our old boys here just early in the second half just to think about a couple of gaps that opened up down that blind side as well, and they've got to keep their discipline, get the numbers across, and making sure that they are up as they were in that first half and not giving Clifton too much room to move.
Did we mention that it was hot?
It's very warm here today.
I feel sorry for these guys, Phil. They certainly wouldn't have. This would take them back to December training.
It feels a bit that way, doesn't it? It's a beautiful day here in Taranaki in New Plymouth.
Come on. Yeah, it's a token.
Right, so the number 7 limps his way back to the scrum, and the referee calls time on.
Yeah, they won't want to lose him, so good to see him returning to play.
Full pass.
And Sean Waite here with an opportunity to, with not much of a blindside there, I imagine it'll come open.
Yeah, it would be interesting because, as you said earlier, Phil, old boys have had the wood on Clifton from the scrum, and that's really helped their general play. So, realistically, what can the guys do? They haven't replaced any of their front row forwards, so is it just a matter of staying lower and holding on there?
Yeah, well, they had that late change, didn't they, with Michael Kanga pulling out due to his wife having a baby. So I guess they've just had to resettle themselves.
Fine.
Yeah, that's a fair point, actually. Probably trained all week, and then suddenly one of your lead props isn't there, so it's a much better scrum. Well, old boys just holding it, really. And Northcote Hill pops it over here. Great play by such an exciting player.
It's all right, play.
With a dummy pass to himself, Sean Waite, but his brother did really well.
So standing still there, the Canadian
Leave it now, Sivo.
lock, but able to get forward there.
And a nice pass, good stride there from Slater. Headgear's come off, so he didn't really pick him up with the long hair. It goes over the advantage line.
So looking to run it up here, just the one off. Oh, here we go. It's come around to break Northcote Hill.
Yeah, nice play.
Good
Good
gap.
cut, great cut. Out.
Look at that.
Beautiful lines. Good direct running and fantastic support play. So very, very difficult to defend against that. Some really classy play. Just nice touches, simple touches, really. Players looking for opportunities to put each other in the gap, and old boys are running things really well.
Well, Sean Waite on the final end of that to score for old boys, but Brayton Northcote Hill came from nowhere, didn't he? It looked like a forward runner, and they were going to continue on with that, and the ball went back to Brayton Northcote Hill, and he made the gap ran through the huge gap, and away he went, and some great interchanging passes there.
You can probably thank Daniel Waite, because it was a bit of a nothing pop kick. Well, it didn't look like much of a pop kick until Waite got on the end of it and got behind the Clifton defence.
Yeah, so no, Josh Thompson gave that ball nicely, didn't it, and went to ground and set it up.
Right, Northcote Hill stays on fire with his kicking. So pretty positive start from old boys. They're jumping out now to 41-7. Good high kick from James. Penavai slips in behind the receiver, the forward receiver, and does a nice job. And good play there by Slater, actually. Just breaks the line, just determined running. Good direct running.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, it's gone both ways. First one, though, was off White. Yeah, it's not a genuine kick.
Yeah, Punavai just trying to gather that ball in there, Ash, and just nudged it forward. But a real good injection there again from Daniel Waite. Geez, he's running well.
Yeah, he certainly is a very experienced player and loves this style of game. So it just shows the importance of direct running, though, doesn't it? Just no mucking around. Shortest point between A and B is a straight line, so why not run it?
Yeah, 100%. And looks like there might be a change coming up in a minute. Josh Dowsing getting warmed up on the sideline here, wearing jersey 18.
Crowd.
Yeah, I don't think he has to warm up too much.
5.
No, you're right there, Ash.
I've been trying to cool things down, I think. Yeah, much better scrum from Clifton. Well done.
See, that's a bit of a turnaround, isn't it? So,
Yeah, good pass by Blyde. Jai Huda there trying to step through a bit of a gap. Good defence. Once again, it's Waite leading the charge there. Just taking no prisoners whatsoever.
yeah, just running out of space there, Ash. They continue to go blind, and Michael Loft making the final tackle, pushing the Clifton player out over the side. So, good defence once again.
Yeah, they've got nowhere to go. That was a bit surprising there. The Clifton winger did a nice job. He committed 2 defenders and did a little pop pass to the outside player trying to break down the sideline, but he might have been better just to kick for territory. Clifton's actually trying to play quite a bit of rugby in their own half at the moment. It's not helping them.
Yeah, well, I suppose they're that far behind. They need to try and keep the ball in hand if they can and try and chance it out wide. But the kick and chase game is not in their repertoire at the moment. And it's just the pressure being put on by our boys. They're right up in their face, and it's pretty hard to then turn around and get the kick away, I guess.
Yeah.
Check all the connections, but nothing's loose. Just in case we even HD boys like them fine.
Right. Yeah, I again. Yeah.
What's the matter?
Oh no, we've got technical issues with the camera.
Yeah. It's over there if you want to continue, but we want to try and stand up.
Bit of a hold up and play, and I think the Clifton 7 has unfortunately had to concede that he's not 100.
Stay straight. Time on.
Yeah, good pass actually. Lovely pass.
Yeah,
ball
good
there.
hands.
Nice run here from the centre, and he's kicking now. That's a wee bit surprising, but good chase. So taking themselves right on attack. Clifton, 5 metres out from the old boys line, and old boys got themselves over the ball. They've got Wade in the pocket,
Out the way, Blue.
so providing a few screens for him. Good pressure and not out.
Yeah, you're on now.
Down to Matty James. He has a look, runs it up.
It's a solid first 5, Ash, and he runs hard into the defence. And
He really does. Yeah, good pass, great pass out. Number 17 coming on. That's Prophet, Jared Prophet. He's a very experienced player. It's done the right thing. The Blyde's jumped down the blind side.
yeah, Adam Smith again, a good tackle. And but they'll go back.
High tackle above the sternum.
Yeah, high tackle. Not sure which player it was from Old Boys, but Will Johnson picking up on that.
Yeah, good refereeing actually.
I think the play before, Ash, where the centre had to kick it there, the Clifton winger, India, Sautua Huta was not quite in support. He was out wide, and if he'd just come in or cut back inside, he would have given the pass option to his centre, but forced into the kick and then the turnover ensued. But yeah, once again, though, Clifton are taking the kick into the corner, and they're chasing points here.
Yeah, good observation actually. So good summation there from the Clifton centre. He looks a strong player. Ran hard, made some good ground, and more importantly, followed his kick and put Old Boys under quite a bit of pressure, a couple of metres out from the try line. So we've got a reserve hooker on now, Phil. Throwing the ball for Clifton.
Time on.
Yeah, not too sure about his jersey number, Ash. I can't quite see it from here.
Nice measured throw, throws it to the 24 who's on, replacement forward there. Good play by Loft. He wrestled the ball clear of the Clifton attacking player, and looks like Wait once again really keen to run this ball, that's for sure. So 15 out from their own try line. Old Boys are showing a willingness to move the ball all right. And Sean Waite gets nailed by the Clifton lock. Sets it up quite nicely.
Stay here. Use it, guys. It's available.
Out to Boshier. It's just one out stuff at the moment. They're just trying to set themselves up for the clearing kick back to
Leave up.
Northcock Hill, and that's a really good nudge.
That's a great nudge.
Takes play down to the Old Boys.
Needs a change, Ash. Josh Dowsing on, and he will replace
Hooker's number 18. So
yeah, that's
Fino
where are we?
Faugoli, and he's
Falgali, yep.
passed it out to his brother. I presume it's his brother. Out in the centres, he's just run hard at the D. Offloaded.
Oh, good counter ruck from Old Boys here, though.
Yeah, very good counter ruck.
13 round the side.
So they're not shying away from the hard work, the Old Boys forwards, that's for sure. Man, that was some direct running. Centre just came off the top of the line out. Some really quick ball for Clifton. They look good. Missed pass straight out to the centre, and he just ran straight.
Yeah, we just haven't seen many missed.
No, not all. Their tackle completion's been very, very good. Right, so Old Boys clear. We've just had the last 4 or 5 minutes in their own half. The forwards just taking their time getting to the line out. No hurry at the moment. Good take by Boshier. Straight out. Good wide passing. Actually, great pass.
Yeah,
tremendous
good depth,
pass.
good running there.
You see what he's got on the outside. Chops back in. Good tackle. Looks for Adam Smith on the outside. So...
yeah, a bit of a no-look pass, but I understand what he was trying to do there, trying to link up with Smith, but Adam Smith just cutting back in at the last second, and the ball going over the sideline. Good play, however, from Old Boys, good depth, and been able to shift that ball really well.
Yeah, he looks good, Ponavai. He's a lovely runner, nice and balanced. Would have been interesting if he just sat there on his left foot. Good break there, lovely break by Sean Wade at the end of the line out. Ball went right over the top, and feeds it up to his forwards, and Old Boys running out the reserves at the moment.
Yep, so we've got Sean Waite coming to the sideline after a very strong game. Geez, he played well today. And number 20, Brody Lilly on. And another change, we've got Callum Botcher's made his way to the sideline, the Canadian Canadian Sevens player.
Yeah, he's had a strong game too, actually. He's got a lot of enthusiasm for the game, you can see that.
Yeah, 100%. So we've got Joel Williamson taken to the field for Old Boys. Yeah, great kick that, and that brings it up to 48-7 in favour of Old Boys.
Yeah, good try, good pressure. Came from nothing really. Clifton will be wondering what they need to do to get something out of the game really.